It's my first time connecting to the server, so this might take a bit.
Probably should have done it sooner than testing. Testing. Savande, I can hear myself. You're constantly streaming.
So we are good to join then?
Yes.
Okay.
One of you is not updated.
Wait, go. Had to
One
cap.
of you's on 4.4.6. You're supposed to be on 4.4.7.
You probably have to release Karos. Oh, I see.
Everyone should be released.
I got him.
The hell is that? Oh, that's what that is.
Okay. Can you tell who it is, Steph, or is there a way for us to tell
Tell what?
our version? I mean, I didn't have an update, but
Is there? Let me check. Okay, I can't find a way to check, so you'd have to just log out and see if there's an update queued on your client.
okay, I didn't for sure. But
Everyone see the map?
It's loading.
Okay.
Yep.
I see a dark abyss. Now I see it.
You should only see a dark abyss, mind you, from
There. Yeah, another map's loaded.
Do you see all the map or just where you are?
Just where we are.
Just our
Okay.
spot.
Good.
Yep,
That's what you're
fog
supposed to
ward
see.
is good.
What the hell?
The dark abyss disappears. The light goes away.
What happens?
We can like make the light
Four.
turn off. If we go to the other map, the light shuts off, which is kind of funny.
I don't know what that means. Light shuts off. Oh, if you go in between.
Yeah, you're not able to see it because like obviously we're holding it, so the movement's not showing.
I see it. Brandon is showing it, or whoever's got nibble anyway is showing it to me. When you
Yeah.
go out, it turns off, and when you're on a map, it turns on. Okay.
We just thought it was funny.
Strange. Hopefully that doesn't bug out. That must be new, because it wasn't working like that before. But it's okay.
Okay. Boom.
Everyone's here.
I spent
You guys hear the music?
I gotta start
Join
that.
this.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead and spend all your stuff, Depala.
I did.
Okay.
Uh,
that is
it's-
a okay.
Um. And one of the items I bought is a cottage.
Yes, I see that. Cool. You're gonna so you're gonna start trigger
Yeah.
a long rest for everyone.
Yes.
Okay, consume the cottage and long rest.
Yeah, I just didn't add it, so
Okay, that works too.
I'm just gonna add the stuff to my inventory right now. But other than that, I'm good. What was that?
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Thought you'd recognize the sound of Benjamin.
It's one of many Benjamins.
The hell's a boofy? Don't you fucking dare touch that one.
That is the death
It
sound.
is the death sound. We pop this chest. Red Chocobo shows up. It's like, fuck this. Run! Run!
I've actually been playing that sound whenever someone pisses me off or surprises me. I go, what the fuck? Okay.
That's so good.
I never got an answer. You guys can hear the music? We're good?
Yes.
I'm gonna switch it up.
Let me pee.
But it's so good.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with this song.
Now that Brandon's actually fucking here. We're going on a tear lately.
Nibble, you understand that you're on tank or paladin, Nibble?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Antidote, bandages, Chronos Spear, eye drops, and salve. Okay, I'm also gonna go ahead and consume a Chimera root for us. So we are down to 1 now.
No dragons.
Do we need to, since we know it's a lich?
I mean, we're gonna continue, aren't we?
Good question. Yeah, I don't know.
You assume you won't be fucked afterwards.
I mean, it all depends on how long the fight is, I guess.
Okay. Did Neil message you and contact you about something he wanted to do?
No,
No,
think
he
it-
did not.
figure we do it afterwards. If everyone's not too exhausted.
That's why it's better to do it now.
I was kind of hoping she could send us to the Dwarven capital. So it doesn't make sense, RP wise, to talk to her first.
Okay. In which case, we'll go straight into the session then.
Okay, are we going to the... okay. Steph, just for your mental state, are you okay
Yes.
with us doing this chest and then moving on, or do you want to just do the chest and be done for tonight?
I mean, it depends. We'll see what we'll see how it goes. I don't know if you guys will do the chest fast enough to just move on and do other things. If you do, then I'm fine with continuing. Yep.
Okay, then I won't use it right away. I'll use it afterwards. Okay, well, I'm ready.
Do you guys see yourselves?
I do.
Okay.
I need
Once
to
again,
zoom
the
in.
party finds themselves in Avalon, the place that everyone has been reconvening every single time that a mission is done or an event takes place in Avalon seems to be next to this statue. The party, in one of their excursions to Avalon, camped here, and so far, I am stating, no one ever really said it, but I'm gonna say that you guys use it as your default campsite.
And we even used the cottage here just now.
Exactly. To even make it even more legit, what I'm saying. Did I turn off my... Yes, I did. Cottage!
Woo!
So, cottage in Avalon Forest. I don't recommend vacationing here, but whatever you guys want.
I mean, I used to live here, so.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Image of youth.
one thing that has been a constant in this campsite is the obsidian chest that was here when the party first explored Avalon and arrived at this location just after having seen Hio for the first time. The party gathers around the chest, discusses, raises a cottage, and distributes consumables in order to prepare for the coming fight. Go ahead.
All right. Does anyone want to hold any of these consumables?
No, I have my own. I'm good.
Okay. Everybody's here. Everybody ready? Everybody good?
I think I'm good.
Nibble, I see you inching. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I might grab one of those eye drops, Kupo.
Okay. Here, take eye drop. I'll go down to 1. Okay. I'm down to 1. You can add 1 to your inventory, and we are ready to go for the name of all the Benjamins there is. Throws a rock
Throws
Throws
a rock.
at the chest to start.
Tap.
with.
As you throw a rock at the chest, it pulses, and you feel an energy just kind of surrounding the chest. As the energy accumulates and the chest pulses out to a creature, a nearby creature, in order for the creature to defend it, you sense a culmination of energy. First from the elements surrounding the chest. So in this case, it would be akin to the earthen crystal, considering you are so closely surrounded by nature,
Mhm.
which usually aligns to the water or the earthen crystal. But as you do this and the chest accumulates energy, the stars will shine upon the chest. And for once, you'll see the two radiations just kind of equally combat each other as you activate the obsidian chest. You can choose to intervene and cleanse the chest of any radiation stemming from the cosmos, or you can allow the radiation to take hold of the chest and to align whatever is within it to the cosmos. The choice is yours.
Okay. So I can cleanse one of them and let it align to either Chrysalis or Nova, or I can let it be Cosmos. Do I understand that correctly?
You can let the radiation that seems to be stemming from the stars above in the night sky, it is a night sky above all of you, just kind of take hold of the chest and realign it, convert it. Or you can choose to intervene and to cleanse the chest of whatever radiation is stemming clearly from Zodiark. But that doesn't mean that Zodiark will control your weapon or your armor in this case. It means that your armor will be aligned to the cosmos, which means most of its abilities will stem from the cosmos instead of from the earth or from water. It is up to you what radiation you allow to succeed in this moment.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Anyone who has an alignment to mana or magic also sees this occurring and can intervene as well. I'm offering it to Benjamin since Benjamin is the one that threw the rock at it, but Karnan notices the energy. Nibble notices it as a paladin, now more used to being attuned to mana. You can sense the cosmos just kind of irradiating whatever equipment is inside the chest. And of course, the pyromancer stands from a further distance and looks on quietly. All of you can see it.
Benjamin in his growing affection towards Cuchulain and the pains and suffering he has gone through so far, and knowing of the recent events of Warriors of Lights, looks at Nibble with a compassionate eye and chooses to align the chest towards Nova so it can be somewhat of Zodiacs to reassure the resurgence of the Zodiacs in a sense.
Okay, so that means you would cleanse the cosmic energy that is irradiating the chest.
Yep, it might
Okay.
not be the
How?
strongest choice, but
How will you do that?
well, I am evolution itself as a practitioner of animancy, and knowing the makeup of Cuchulain, who has been traveling with me for now over 5 sessions, which can consider them days or weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah. Just using that knowledge of Cuchulain, what makes him Cuchulain, and my previous knowledge of Zodiacs. I'm sure if I lived in Avalon for a very long time, and
What skill are you going for?
animancy.
What is the description of animancy? Let's see.
Evolution, and here
is it?
I can change. Here, I'll share it.
The ability to commune with the spirits or echoes of vanquished fiends and channel their imperative to survive. Animancy can be used to stimulate pyroflies for the purpose of obtaining information, heal or mend wounds, perform sendings, or change the entire physical form or aspects of your physical form into that of an indigenous species that inhabits or once inhabited the area. So, Souls of the Dead, then, Animancy, utilizes pyroflies of fallen fiends and fallen entities within the area. So technically, you can use Animancy in order to try and force the chest to resist this. Well, there's no other word for it other than alien radiation that is just kind of trying to permeate through it. I don't understand what you mean by Cuchulain, though.
So I was trying to focus because Cuchulain's temple was here. That's why I brought Cuchulain up.
Because Cuchulain's temple is here. So
Right.
what are you trying to do? Mimic his magic
Yeah.
Okay. To be honest, because the place would be irradiated with Cuchulain's magic, I'm okay with that. Trying to mimic his magic in an effort to just kind of overpower the chest and just kind of seep the radiation that is already present within this forest into the chest in order for it to fight off the cosmic radiation. Go ahead and roll Animancy. I'll buffer it too, since you brought up the guardian of this place.
Thank you.
Ooh, almost needed the buffer. That's more than powerful enough. Fireflies will flitter out of the ground and circle the chest as the shaman closes his eyes and forces the cosmic radiation back into the stars, and the chest will trigger. As the chest triggers, and the entity within the chest and the equipment within the chest is not consumed and corrupted by Zodiark. Because bear in mind, yes, the equipment itself would have been fine, but the entity being called forth would have also been corrupted. It doesn't really change anything, except that you guys would have had to deal with slightly altered mechanics. Both are difficult in their own way, though, so it doesn't really make anything harder or easier. That said, because the entity inside is not completely consumed by Zodiark's radiation immediately, you will all hear a voice before combat begins.
What? Where am I? What is that ringing in my ears? Who summons me?
The voice echoes throughout all of the minds of the Warriors of Light as the energy emanating from the chest surrounds all of you and begins to transport you to the arena.
That's freaky.
Ugh.
Does anyone know who that was?
Ben,
Kupo? Benjamin goes Kupo.
I like that.
Ben, why don't you introduce yourself, man?
You guys see yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, we disappeared.
Oh,
We fought here last time.
Are we back at the egg place?
You're back at the pillar in the middle of the lake as the chest transports you to a suitable arena in order to test your worthiness of the weapon inside, as all chests do. The creature that the chest has forced to apparently awaken fades into view in front of the Warriors of Light.
Ooh, he's huge. Got that.
The creature hovers in the air, staring at its hands, looking over the arena with a sullen, skull-like face.
Why? Why am I here? Why do the stars whisper to me?
No. Apologies, good sir. We tapped a chest and didn't expect someone who was sentient to wake up. And the stars are lit.
Who may you be?
Garrus Sunbreaker. The night.
Why am I surrounded?
Typically, creatures that come forth are violent and dangerous, so it's best to be spread out.
I feel an overwhelming sense of hostility. Why?
There's a being that's above in the stars that would love to corrupt and take control of anything and everything that aligns closely to it. He wants no mind, no will, just obedience to himself. I suggest, good sir, as all Benjamins should, you should fight this voice. But who am I but a stranger?
The skeletal figure will look up to the sky as you explain this creature.
The voice, it is distant. No, the magic that consumes me is not of the voice. I feel an overwhelming sense of hostility. A desire to destroy you. To protect the contents of the vessel you touched.
Well, that's how touching obsidian chest works, is it draws powerful entities to it to protect it. Maybe that's what it's from.
And what magic is powerful enough to compel me to do this? Do you know?
I don't think so, Kupo. We haven't really looked into it too much.
Is it an Eidolon? Don't we know an Eidolon that leaves chest?
Is
It must be.
The weapon
What
chest.
is an Eidolon?
Beings of great power or hope or dreams or people or beings that desire things and left this world before their desires were met and they started to dream.
You speak of an Esper.
I've heard that term before. It sounds similar.
Yes, that's what we call them here in Nova. Is it not?
What's your
Gerald?
name? Do I know if it's called Espers on Nova?
Yes, on Nova,
Yeah.
you would know that since Nova was returned and there have been diplomatic relations and trading and even visitations from each world, the term Eidolon has actually become more prominent. That said, a lot of people on Nova still refer to them as Espers. Most people in today's world would understand what both mean. They're the same. There are different ways of saying the same thing.
What is your name, good friend?
I had a name once.
Was it lost to you?
I recall no name. There was a kingdom that stood upon this place. Vast armies and magical innovation. But that too has since faded and has been consumed by the wilds.
That must have been a very long time ago. It was not in my lifetime.
Is the temple that is to our southeast part of that?
Southeast.
An old temple.
Where are we? South. Yes. Bikram. The Temple of Bikram.
That must have been his old name.
This
The white mage, right? The healer.
this platform was a proving platform.
The skeleton will look around on the arena that you all find yourselves on.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
This would be Why have you come here? Now you seek the contents of the vessel. You're not here to invade. There's nothing to invade. The whispers from the stars. They become louder. Why are they so loud?
That's why we are here, friend. To fight the whispers, we have to get stronger, get the content of what you protect, so we may fight the whispers. We fight the whispers in every turn. We push them back.
I will not be able to control myself much longer. The contents of the chest. What is within it?
A weapon.
A weapon.
Makes
Is
a
it the
little-
scale?
I don't think so. It should align
What
itself.
other reason would you have to come to this place, consumed by the wilds? Unless you were here for the scale. So you have not come for the birthing scale.
We
No.
have not. That's too important to the dragons. We would never dare.
Dragons. Vitra.
I am a shaman, protector of the wild, not taker from them.
It was supposed to have been left with him, but was not. We feared it would be taken. It would be stolen by those who would. No,
I
I will not. They are speaking to me. They are telling me why they are here. I'm sorry. The voices are loud. I have no choice.
We understand. We will try our best to honor you.
The creature's claws will become suffused in like a violet light as it engages the party in combat.
Do I think there's any way to block this energy?
What do you mean block?
Like, could we cut off the whispers from it by like making a protective barrier of some sort or something?
I don't know that, and neither would you for sure. You could attempt it if you wish. The radiation coming from the stars must be just naturally trying to force him to succumb. You doubt that Zodiark's actual consciousness would be here right now, considering there's not enough energy or anything at stake here for him to actually be here. Otherwise, you probably would have heard his whispers too.
Could I mean, like, because I'm a pyromancer, could I burn away the radiation from the stars just to make sure that it can't touch him?
Burn away the radiation? How? By the radiation would have suffused his form. Are you suggesting to burn the lich?
Mm. Is he already too far gone at this point?
No, he's not. It is
So
a
then
combination of the radiation, the whispers coming from the stars, but they are distant. It's the chest that's forcing him to attack. Just like any other obsidian chest you've come across in all your time here, anything that is summoned is just compelled to attack.
Okay, so it's not Zodiark that's compelling him to attack. It's just the chest.
No, but he is speaking of whispers from the stars. So Zodiark's influence is pelting him. So even if you do non-lethal damage to him, chances are Zodiark's radiation will take hold of him once he becomes weakened.
Right.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's trying to take control of him. It's just by changing the radiation, we stopped it immediately being born as being controlled.
Okay.
That's exactly it. If you wish to protect him, you can try.
Yeah, I'd like
If
to
you
try.
don't immediately protect him, he will be taken by Zodiark and try to kill you anyway. So it would be more beneficial, in your opinion, like as a warrior, to finish him off if you can't protect him, because Zodiarc's radiation will just empower him, and then you'll just have to fight him again.
Okay, I'll try and give him some protection so that even though we're having to engage in this trial, like just to stave off that influence as much as possible.
Maybe
Please roll
Nibble,
initiative. Good luck.
maybe Nibble can help you with his, light sword.
Sure, but I can't really wield Excalibur. Not as a paladin, anyway.
But don't you have a light sword?
I do.
I didn't say Excalibur.
True. It is holy land.
Can I flood the area with like a fire energy instead to counteract this bullshit?
I mean, a very easy way to convert the nearby radiation is to set the forest on fire.
Yeah, I won't do that.
God damn it, Neo.
If you try to suffuse the area in fire radiation, you're going to set things on fire. There's no one without the other, I'm afraid.
What about the light?
Light is a different story.
I'll
You could
use a
suffuse the area in light. It would be difficult considering Zodiarc's influence directly counteracts the light. But you could
Let's-
try,
let's
at least
do
with a
this.
paladin with you.
I'll use a illumination. I'll be like, Nibble, back me up with this while I use illumination to give us like a little dome of light to kind of cover our area to protect against any.
You want to do that immediately?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay. Nibble, are you going to help him?
Yep.
Okay. Sanctomancy then.
Hell yeah.
Not
Illumination and Sanctomancy.
not sanctimony.
Sanctimony. No, it's sanctimancy.
Sanctimony.
Sanctimony would have been better for sure.
That was
Both
a
of
pretty
you-
low roll.
Both of you gather your strength and project forth a veil of light onto the current battlefield, above the current battlefield. It will hide the stars from view and will stop the radiation leaking through the dragon's barrier. In order to keep this barrier active, it'll cost a total of 10 mana per round. You could divide that amongst each other however you want. It's not 10 each, mind you.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
But if you wish to keep the barrier up, or the veil of light up, 10 mana.
Sounds good. There you go. That should protect you from any outside influences, but you're free to engage us. I'd rather you be yourself and not be influenced by that piece of shit.
I will activate. Huh? I will, as we engage, I'll use my adornment to roll a bestiary research on this target to try and determine a mechanic.
What kind of mechanic?
Considering he hasn't done anything yet, something that is oriented around like his passive, or any aura that he might have activated upon the start of the battle.
You guys see him on the combat tracker?
Yes.
The Lich Vizier has a passive called Grave Song. The Lich will apply Decay 1, a separate instance of Decay 1, to all enemies in the encounter whenever one of its mechanics resolves completely unsuccessfully. In other words, whenever one of his mechanics resolves without dealing damage to anyone, The Lich will apply decay to everyone in the fight. If you don't know what decay is, you can go look at the ailment list. It's
Decay.
basically the dark damage
Immediately.
version of burn.
It's the dark burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have salves, guys. It's okay. I mean, we have a few salves.
I have some crew, don't worry. Selves are the most important element cleanse at the moment.
All right, good luck. As the Lich Vizier's turn begins, it will activate Void Missile.
I'll auto libra
I
the
need to
frontline mechanic.
roll perception. He is sentient and would observe. Can't use it on you, but I can use it. Okay. Karnan, you suffer 200 damage as the Lich Vizier targets you, fires a missile. As the missile collides with you, it applies 2 ailments to you.
Hmm.
Blind and silence.
Now he's rude, Kupo.
The Lich Vizier will then activate Phantom Blast. This is the frontline mechanic.
Blind and silence. Holy fuck. Starting me?
Yes. Phantom Blast, the frontline mechanic, targets Karos.
Nibble's broken. I have to take that from you.
The Lich will then activate Shadow Quake. For the last of its mechanics.
Carney, can you Libra this?
What, Kupo?
Can you Libra this?
What?
This frontline mechanics, I know to give it to Nibble.
I already did.
You did?
Yep.
One moment, I'm just prepping something. An indicator. You guys see my indicator? Where is it?
The one above Karos?
Yeah.
No, the Shadow Quake one.
Disappeared.
Oh,
I, I did see a white circle, but then it went away.
Oh, that's what I did. Thank you. Okay, that's what I did. My bad. You guys should be able to see it soon.
Was that 200 damage, by the way? That was dart damage?
Yes. Yes, it was. Shadow Quake.
All right, I have Spirit on, so I'll heal that bit off of him. Wow.
And that ends the Lich Vizier's turn. What did you use, Libron?
The frontline mechanic.
Phantom Blast. Summon a frontline indicator to a non-frontline enemy until the end of the enemy frontline discipline's next turn that is currently in the fight. If the enemy has multiple frontline disciplines present in this fight, the one with the highest initiative will be chosen. Once this mechanic detonates, the Lich will fire a massive blast at the target enemy and attempt to deal 800 dark damage to them. Active mitigation 400. This mechanic can be physically intercepted. If this mechanic successfully deals unmitigated damage, apply weakness 200, augmented 5 applications to the target, to the damaged enemy.
Nice.
Say that last part again. If it's unmitigated,
If this mechanic successfully deals unmitigated damage, apply weakness 200, augmented, so basically weakness 200, 5 with double brackets to the damaged enemy. Weakness 200 simply means increase all external damage suffered by 200.
So it's gonna go off on Nibble's turn, right?
Are there other frontline mechanic or jobs? No, there are not. So
Nope.
Nibble at the end of Nibble's turn.
Okay. Come on, I'll move closer to you, I guess.
We gotta be careful with those circles too.
You don't know anything about it though. Is there no standby?
hi.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
there we
say. Yeah.
We got one, thankfully. Thank God.
I was gonna say Nexus here.
Next, you want to roll on it?
Yeah. One.
You have one character now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And one character with this. Shadowquake, please.
I knew I loved Plummy. For a reason.
For many reasons, I hope.
There are many. But this is one of them. Just
Which one?
Shadowquake.
Summon Shadowquake indicators anchored to the floor and centered on each enemy position at the time that this mechanic is activated. At the end of the round, detonate these indicators and deal 200 dark damage to anyone still standing within them. Enemies in the zones at the time of their detonation will be afflicted with 3 instances of decay.
Oh,
One of us has to eat it though, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
because
Otherwise, we
we-
all get decay.
yeah.
Okay, that arrow is bothering me. We're gonna change the arrow to something more color oriented.
Since your stem has to be like cycled, I feel like we'll just share it, I guess.
Well, the problem is like it's gonna be hard for me to move out of it too, right? I don't have that much movement except for my wins.
So maybe you're probably gonna take the first
Right.
blow of it then.
Don't you have some kind of shield at combat start there, Benji?
Is this a fiend? I was gonna ask that question.
It's
Definitely.
undead. Yep,
Yeah.
it's a fiend.
Okay.
Can I get weaknesses and resists, please?
Apex, Fiend, Weakness, Holy, 25, Resist, Dark, 50.
Okay. Everything I do is gonna be holy.
We didn't fight this guy with Trevos.
Been a bad idea.
Mayhaps.
Okay, Kupo. Well, I'm gonna get out of this circle, right?
Yes.
And then, beyond that, I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do. Because I can't really do much until I'm cleansed of silence. But I have vigilance, so I'm just gonna wait on that, Kupo. Who's moving me?
Do it again. I clicked by accident. That's my bad.
Okay. So yeah, vigilance, Kupo.
Okay.
Okay. It's an intercept, right? So if I get behind Brandon enough, he'll be okay.
So sounds like.
Physically intercepted. That means your body.
Okay.
That means all you have to do is place yourself in front of it and you intercept it. So picture a tether coming from the lich like this.
Yeah, for sure. Let me move first. I'm gonna melee this guy. So it's weakness 25. It's not a crit if it's holy.
Yeah. It's just plus 25 on whatever your normal roll is.
Okay. It's Ben Blade.
Karos gets to play with his new cleaver.
Yes, he does. Overheat. Hasted attack. Let's cleave bad boy. That's a crit.
On an 8?
Yep.
Jesus.
Nice,
What the
Kupo.
fuck?
The dot, I think.
I need to add 25 damage. Fuck me. Maybe I'll make a thing. I'll just do 50 on my next hit. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Alright. So my crit, that'll reapply overheat next round for free. And let's do a bonus action. Spend 2 blaze shards. We're going to put a scorch on him. And we're going to do light instead. We're going to convert to light damage. So he takes 50 from us to make our lives easier. Boom. Okay, now he's scorched.
You silenced and blinded the wrong guy, Kupo.
And then we're gonna dump the rest of the blaze shards and hellfire slash. So let's grab this one, plus 25. This is all light damage. Huh. Big deeps.
Damn, Kupo.
And now we move up. So that's hasted action, bonus action, action. All right. Brandon, that should be far enough to get into a position, correct?
I mean, yeah, I
Are
can
you-
get over there.
I need to leave room for you to like stand out of this thing. So I'll go like that basically, and that should get you covered because you can stand in front of me, right?
I mean, if I'm standing there, you could be like
You want to do
there.
that? That works. That works for me. Let's do that then. All right. Excellent. And my turn.
All right.
My plan, once I'm able to do so, Kupo, is probably just going to be to get my shield up, so that I can handle these soak type things for the next ones, like for the next rounds. If he uses the same ability, Kupo.
Yeah, let's just do. That's how much movement? 95. Yeah. Warden's Thunder. Can we teleport to you?
Did you? Is that holy damage?
It's a temp shield.
Oh,
Give me a temp shield. Yeah.
hey.
It's my shield. I could throw it at allies too to shield them and teleport to them.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
pretty
How
cool.
long does the temp shield last?
Good question. Actually. Oh, do I have to bring up Night Nibble's sheet? What? What?
Oh, is that the ability of the shield, not a paladin ability?
That's a shield
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's the shield. The
Oh.
shield's disgusting.
Yeah. Let's see.
I designed it especially for him, so I'm glad he likes it.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's just so awesome that he can throw his shield like that.
It's Captain America.
Hell yeah, it is.
Oh, it doesn't fall off.
Okay.
It's a small shield, so it's possible it doesn't fall off. Let me double check.
It only shields on mechanics. It only shields on targeted stuff, though. Apparently, it's
Shield attack reduction for the next offensive mechanic that targets them instead of dealing damage. Any allies? Okay, yep.
so it doesn't shield against
just
AoE.
It persists on him. Yep.
Insane.
That's actually really cool. Most shields don't do that, so
Whoop, whoop.
it's not broken though. It's just very fun to be able to just blanket your allies and shields. It is a DR, guys. That's not considered mitigation. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nobody thought that'd be crazy.
Wait a minute. Thinking.
Is this thing just undead? Not kind of looks seraphy.
nope, it is undead. That is it.
Okay, and then saving action for when the tank mechanic goes off, and that's it. I think. Right? Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
So it goes off now, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna do. Bloop. I used way too much mana. That's only 5.
Oops.
Going into the abyss.
Okay. I know I can't move out this time, but I can start freaking. I can start scooching.
Wait, what did I heal?
Up to you, Kupo.
Temp.
If you cast it again, though, it's centered on our
Okay.
models, so
Is that so?
It might be.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine because even if it is centered on our models, I can just use my wins to get out of it that way. But the first thing I'm gonna do is with a bonus action. It's internal damage. Just let you know.
Let me know when you hit Nibble.
Carnage took damage. We're good.
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. This is very important, guys. Hold on.
Hold it.
No. You can't keep going. That was a joke.
I'm gonna use my I'm gonna activate my Emberlight Cleaver for the first time, and dump a Juicy Boosie Fire Firaga into this creature.
Juicy Boosie. All right.
That's
You're
the
paying double the Firaga's mana cost.
Yeah, it's 20. It's 20 mana instead of 10.
so that was
Which forces it to crit.
So if you can hit me, by the way.
Yes, I can.
it's the let's do
Do you have active
this.
mitigation?
Yep.
Boom.
I just hit
Whoops. I need to heal 400 of that.
Uh,
There you go.
He's like, I thought it was supposed to be lower.
apparently my active mitigation broke.
The blast connects with Nibble and does not damage Karos. The frontline mechanic has been resolved.
Okay, I cleansed silence off of Karnan.
Yes, Kupo.
I hit him and then threw a vial at him, or I just like with the flick of a wrist threw a syringe at him.
A flick of the wrist.
And as he was trying to dodge it, it hit him in the pom-pom.
Oh my god.
Kupo.
Not his no ball.
Right in the Kupo.
Right in the Koopa.
That's why that's what I was saying. It was so important. I pressed the Koopa button earlier.
Do you want to finish your turn before I do my stuff?
No, you can't go ahead. I have just one question. Does these circles damage me, or is it just the ailment?
Damage.
200 damage at the end of the
Okay.
round.
Then I'm gonna hold my action to wait for these things to resolve. And as soon as the earthquake is resolved, I'm gonna cast a westerly wind. Is that specific enough?
Yes.
Okay.
That is specific enough.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Do your thing, Karnan, then I'll end my turn.
Okay, Kupo. Have we been able to test the AC yet, Kupo?
I was able to hit him pretty easily.
Alright, well, in that case.
And that is a learn.
That is a learn and levels up your blank strike.
Blank strike. Okay.
Alright, Kupo. That one's down. Use my bonus action. And with my reaction. I will use Savage Guard. Go ahead.
Did you cleanse both silence and blind?
No, just silence.
I cleansed blind with a
Eye drops. Got it.
eye drops.
Did you remove eye drops?
Yep.
Then we're good. End of the round triggers. Explosions detonate.
I scorch him. Scorched.
Benjamin is afflicted with decay 3 times.
Doesn't trigger this round, though, right?
Nope. As
Okay.
always, next round. It's fine that you keep asking, though. That has resolved. Shadowquake.
Well,
It is the
decay's like
Lich Vizier's turn.
decay's like burn, isn't it? So you just
Mhm.
hurt yourself 3 times.
Yeah.
So if he does do something, it'll trigger.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
not a
that's
round
true.
base. It's
That's
action
true.
based.
It's not a round-based
okay.
attack. I forgot about that. Yeah, if you perform an action or a bonus action, you'll get burned.
It burns first, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was this one called?
Decay?
Decay. It's 5d12.
You
No, that's not
don't
it.
understand.
60-10?
5d10
5d10 plus
5.
5.
Okay. I have many different things apparently. 1,
You haven't acted yet, so you wouldn't burn
2.
yet. I mean,
No, I had a held action that triggered as soon as I used the mana for it.
oh, you would have healed yourself, burned yourself, and then healed.
What?
Attempting the
this.
action burns him.
Yeah. So I'm actioning now. I already spent the mana. I burnt myself. Now I'm gonna heal myself.
Ah,
I got it. Thanks.
I thought you already healed on me. You missed out on heal.
Oh, that's a high burn roll. Damn.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, 10, 10, 10, 9?
Oh, he's burning. He's rolling my burn rolls. I know what the average is, but I generally roll over 40 on burns for some stupid fucking reason.
You don't understand. They are not indigenous to our world. They come from the stars. The environment is not conducive to their reproduction. We needed the birthing scale. It is the only way they could produce clutches. We needed to hide it. We couldn't let just anyone touch it. Please understand. We had no choice.
I don't know if this would make you happy, Lich, or this will snap you out of your thoughts, but dragons just had a new clutch for the first time in a long time.
That is impossible. Clutches can only be conceptually. No, they can only be conceived with a hybrid. If you saw a clutch, then they must have the birthing stone.
The Lich will trigger the next portion of its mechanics. Starting with Putrid Missile. Once again, firing a blast at a teammate and hitting them immediately with no reaction time. The Lich will target Karnan and fire Putrid Missile.
What a dick, Kupo.
The Lich technically does not know. Okay. Roll a d4, Karnan. This is not a random chance. The Lich does not know what your effects do and would dispel one at random. Faith is gone. As Faith is dispelled from you, you are afflicted with 2 instances of bio and 2 instances of sap.
Fuck, Kupo.
He really likes you, Conan.
That's that self cleanse you were talking about, Karna, might be handy now.
Yeah, I suppose Kupo.
For its second mechanic, it will activate its frontline mechanic, and the Lich Vizier will trigger Phantom Pulse. As Phantom Pulse is triggered, it targets Nibble.
Oh. Me.
It's the same one as last time.
Nope. The last
this is
time it was
Phantom Pulse.
Phantom Blast. This is Phantom Pulse.
I probably need to run away.
And for its pressure mechanic, the Lich will activate.
Oh, whoops! I forgot my region.
The Lich will activate
Keep that in.
Foretold Failure.
That's kind of rude.
It is, now that I think about it. Foretold Failure.
You immediately hear the rude effects and are sad.
Hold on.
Do you see that above your head?
Yeah, Kupo.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay. We need the tank mechanic again, and we need Foretold Failure.
Oh, I don't get one. Oh wait, I get one. But
All of you are afflicted with Foretold Failure. As long as you are afflicted with Foretold Failure, you will have this 200-point shield. That only works on... that is an enemy barrier. So again, same as any other enemy barrier.
Fuck.
That ends his mechanics.
I'll use Auto
What I
Libra
will do...
on Phantom Pulse.
Phantom Pulse, Auto Libra.
Mhm.
Summon an indicator over target frontline enemy. At the end of their next turn, deal 4 separate instances of 200 dark damage to them. Each instance that successfully deals damage without being mitigated will apply a separate instance of weakness 50 to them.
that's all right.
You have to mitigate 4 attacks.
Wait, did you say mitigated or actively mitigated?
Where's my notes? At the end of the next turn, deal 4 separate instances of 200 dark damage to them. Each instance that successfully deals damage without being mitigated will apply a separate instance of weakness 50 to them.
Okay. So you're good.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be active.
Yep.
You know, Benevalse's mechanics usually gives us a chance.
I mean, actively mitigating 3 times is not unheard of because it does eat up your action economy, but 4 times, however, is a little tough, but
Certain jobs can do it, but
If I had haste, maybe.
I mean, that should be like the first thing you get on a paladin. I feel like.
It's on Excalibur.
Okay, Kupo, my
Next,
turn.
we need you to roll on this thing.
On what?
The skull
On-
thingies that are on our head.
I need to know about the fortune, untold fortune.
foretold failure.
That's it.
Rick's like, Jesus, man.
You'll see
I'm
an
looking for it.
I feel like you were going further away though.
you'll see an arrow come
Fortune
down from
something?
the sky that's kind of covered in soap. I'm washing the dishes. $31 bestiary.
On what?
Foretold failure.
Foretold failure?
Yes.
Apply foretold failure and a 200-point barrier to all enemies in the encounter. This negative effect will persist until the barrier is destroyed. At the end of each round, enemies still afflicted by foretold failure will suffer 200 external dark damage and be afflicted with Dissolve 1.
So it's external or internal?
External.
Okay.
So it can be mitigated.
Not
Thank
really.
you for, thank you for that information, Lumi. Now I have a very, very, very important question for you, my friend. When you're washing the dishes, do you use those like soft paw things in your hand? Like just put soap directly on the soft part and just, or do you actually use a sponge?
I use a sponge. That would be terrible for your paws.
I just, efficiency.
You guys see your portraits, right? I'm not.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm just doing this to keep track of the negative effects without me having to move them when you guys move around.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hmm.
Oh,
Use damage to barrier.
yes. Well, I know exactly how much. 96. And then I gotta damage myself more. Let me take that off real quick. Can I even take that off?
No point in hiding your faces.
All right, Kupo. Time to do my thing.
We can't AoE the boss and also each other, right?
Nope.
You
They're
are
in two
correct,
different
Kupo.
parties. Yeah.
Can I do splash damage? Like, can I Theoraga bounce cleave?
No, it's the same thing.
Shit.
It's
And now
scary
the
off the
arrow I can put on top of Nibble here. Boom. All right.
Can you remove decay from me, please, Benavalze?
Can I remove what?
Decay.
Yes. All
I,
of
s-
them?
I stabbed myself in the face with
Done.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Nibble, why don't you go stand with those three? And, that way I can bounce on the three of you.
Okay.
Okay. How are you guys positioned, Kupo? Could I do?
Jeez, I'm about to take 800 damage. Oh, boy.
These barriers are greater enemies, right? That's so good.
No.
200? Okay, that's too far, Kupo. Never mind. We're just gonna do this. All right. Oh, I needed to do.
Don't forget, if you guys have enemy barrier damage modifications, those apply here.
You do, Carney.
Yeah, I know, Kupo. Okay. I'm gonna end my turn and react.
Are you gonna move at all?
Nope. Do I need to move, Kupo?
I think Karas was trying to AoE us.
Ideally, you guys are within 50 yards of each other.
If I'm in the middle of them two, is that good enough?
Yes.
It should be, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Kupo.
we're gonna react.
I just wanted to make sure before you ended your turn, Karnam, which you already did, so.
Does this
Yeah, sorry,
barrier
Kupo.
overwrite
misunderstood.
any shields we have?
Nope, you can still reduce damage for things that target you by the amount of your shield.
Okay.
Nice, I hit everyone, Kupo.
We just have to reduce the damage manually, Brendan, because we need to track how much damage is being done to these barriers.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
Did you damage us? Because our shields are still exactly the same.
He hit us, but he hasn't damaged us yet.
Oh, okay. I see.
Seed cannon. Brah. You track it on a notepad or something. How many shields you're giving them, Brandon?
Yeah, there's 27 on Benjamin, 37 on Karos still.
Are you teleporting with your shield?
Yep.
Alright. Overheat reapplies itself because I crit this fucker with my axe. For free. Let's go to melee. I'm going to stab a bitch. That's a haste in action. It is not a crit, sadly.
I know this music.
Okay. If I were to cleave right now, how much would
This
I
one
do?
too.
Six. Steph, can you move me up? So let me calculate real quick. Son of a bitch. I'm just shy of getting your shields off with one attack. But I can do it.
Well, if you do it, wait till I get into the middle of them so it can bounce.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
I can solve this right now.
Okay.
I can limit break our party. Oh no, that's not gonna work because it's only gonna hit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm not positioned for that.
I'm gonna hold my my shit for Brandon to get into position. And end my turn.
I should have done that. That would have been a better play. Yeah, that would have been. Ah, god damn it. Oh well.
It's okay.
I could have used my like just blast everything on the map that's like in a certain direction thing and hit all of us with it.
Probably. Should be good, Brandon. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I already did arrows. Exactly 50. They're like 45 feet away from me.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. Fioraga. Shoot Brandon. That's a crit. It's not Fioraga, it's Fiora. Same thing though. Brandon takes this. You and you. And at this point I can hit the Lich as well. If one of you can knock off your thing, I can do damage to the Lich as well.
Knock off our thing.
If one of you could ding yourself once or something. Because you only have
Oh,
27 left on it. I can cleave to the Lich.
I don't have any more actions.
Okay, I guess I'll just damage you guys then. Just fine. Let's need to spend the mana properly.
I don't think you can anyways, Karos. I think you're gonna pick parties. Like I don't think you can.
You might be right about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I probably can't hit the Lich and you guys.
Right.
yeah, you can't. Unless you have an ability that's just like a cone breath works because it hits everything.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
If we were positioned a little bit better, I was considering doing that. Like
That is not a
coning.
crit, thank God. That would have been awful if it was. Alright, you guys are clear.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
you're gonna take it, right? So we don't all get it.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
plan. And then I will dump my blaze shards into Big Boy for actual damage, so that we're still hitting him.
how much damage did you do to me? 41.
Yeah, not too much. Yeah.
We had shields. That's why he's asking.
Yeah.
Plus.
So you should only take 4. Heal yourself for 37.
Oh, I don't take any of the extra damage.
Okay.
I have
That's-
Savage Guard up. It blocks
I
90.
I need to heal myself for 27 because Nibble gave me a shield.
I'm gonna just modify a
The fire slash.
Phoenix down
Eat it,
heal.
bitch.
Phoenix down to heal.
Just the roll for the Phoenix down. That heals. That's just like an easy 41 heal that I have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just to correct
Oh,
it.
that's what I do as well. I have a 50 that I just use it for that same reason. The one that's a health roll right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's 1d0 plus 50 normally, but
Okay.
it's Nibble's turn.
Yep, I'm just waiting to be moved.
Nibola.
Yeah, and
What is that green dot?
that was so I knew where to move.
Just was making sure there was no mechanic that I didn't know. We could all die.
I might be able to cleanse Karaf if I just LB him.
Why? We
Yeah.
want him to. No, we want him to have that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Right. I'm sorry. I forgot why. Ugh.
And let's see. Still have bonus, still have action.
Sorry if I seem a little out of it. I'm still a bit hungover from last night.
It's fine. The Benjamin
Dude,
is just gonna keep
same.
throwing freaking syringes at you guys
Mm-hmm.
to
All right.
wake you up.
I think I'm just gonna use my limit right now
Action.
since it's a good time to use it.
Bonus.
It is an even round, which means that it fires west. So my positioning is good. Soundboard.
So let me calculate this.
Carnan casts Lunar Flare.
It is 40, 40, 40.
Heavy.
64. I'll be taking 640 damage.
All right. When the Lich
Nice.
Vizier hits heavy, an auto action will trigger.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
The Lich Vizier will raise one of his bony hands and cast Auto Haste on himself.
Oh.
Technically, I call it Auto
Dispellable?
Haste. It's SOS Haste.
Ooh, dispellable? Ooh.
Yes, dispellable.
Well, I can do that.
I can also do that, Kupo.
Oh yeah, do that, please.
Careful, it's augmented.
Oh, it's augmented?
What?
Double brackets means it's augmented. Yep.
What does that mean?
It takes 3
Take
actions
forever.
to cleanse
It
it.
takes 3 dispels. Even if the dispel says cleanse everything, it takes 3 dispels to cleanse it.
Okay.
Unless it's a dispel tonic. Right? Because items do everything.
Is that right?
Only ailment consumables do everything.
Oh.
Tonics do everything? Let me double check.
I mean, I have a dispel tonic, but I can't use it.
I have one.
That might work.
If it works, then I can use it.
Yeah. No, it doesn't work. Savanda, you need to change the wording on all the consumables to say that it bypasses augmented ailments.
Yeah, why don't we split them in He was like maybe like 3-3-2-2.
I thought it was the two of you.
You can do that instead. Brandon,
Is it
you know?
all four of you? All
Can the
four
four of us? Can the four of us sustain this barrier?
Have you spent the mana, by the way?
That's what we are doing.
We're doing it right now.
So you forgot to spend the mana?
No, that's what you're doing.
Just
I
return it
mean,
again.
It's supposed to be at the end of the first round.
Technically, we're in 3 turns into the second round. Only the two who erected the veil can pay for it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna let you pay for it as a retcon now. You forget next time, and it drops.
we didn't forget. Like I was messaging with Karas. That's the only reason I say we didn't forget.
Oh, okay. In that case, let's go then. If you forget and we get to the Lich Vizier's turn and it's like, oh, I haven't done anything yet, or I haven't ended his turn yet, that's fine. But we're like three turns into it, so it's a little
So you need
late.
to spend 5 mana. Nibble.
Oh, geez. Okay, 1, 2.
Are you short on mana?
I have 9 mana left.
Okay, I can take care of that.
All right. Did that. Did action, have bonus action. I'll save my bonus action for when the mechanic goes off. And that's it.
Okay. Boom. Move up here. Then spend 10 mana.
You can hit me, by the way.
Cast Westerly Wind.
Yep. Tank mechanic resolves. 4 instances of 200. Do you have mitigation?
I do. Let me reapply. Hold on, where'd it go? All right, and the last one we're gonna use hologram. Oh.
Oh, last one you're using
yeah.
hologram. My bad.
Yeah. I should have said it sooner.
200 minus as a heal for 130. Right?
Can you even cast it?
I have my bonus action.
The mana. You said you had 9 mana left.
You're right.
It costs 10 mana, doesn't it?
It does. Yep.
Yikes. One mana short. Okay, he's unconscious.
You should have just told me to pay the mana cost. I've been fine.
We are moving Benjamin over.
It's probably going to be better for you to just take it pretty much every time, Neil, because I think your mana pool is bigger and an ether is going to be more like easier. Plus you have auto refresh.
I really didn't want to do it this way, but no, I just use
Arrow's
this.
gone.
Well, are you gonna have to take care of your own mana problem now, Nibble? Because I wasn't expecting you to die.
Yep.
So, how are you on death saves, my friend? My unconscious friend, as I kick him on the leg. How many do you have?
Well, this is my first time going down, right? So just 1.
Okay. The reason I ask is depends on what I cast. Bonus action. Awaken. 0 mana. 0 mana due to I just casting a wind. So here you are, sir. Nibble.
Mm-hmm.
You're back up.
Whoa.
Let's get rid of prone.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah, we can go hard next round if you want.
Where's
Alright.
that dampen effect coming from, Nibble?
On the field, isn't it?
Dampen is from Wisp.
Oh.
Oh wait, that's on Excalibur. Whoa, Oh no, it's on the shield. We're good. We're
It's
good.
on the shield.
Yeah,
It's
but
it's
what kind of dampen is it?
Uh,
I think it's dampen.
There's no such
Oh.
thing.
There isn't? Oh, okay.
Dampen.
it's dampen.
It's
Apparently.
a super cool dampen. That
Super cool.
I just mean like I don't think it's an auto effect if that's what you're asking.
Dampen 25. There you go.
Yeah,
With
it's dampen
protection.
25.
Dampen 25.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to know.
That's what you're asking. Gotcha.
Yep.
I thought you were asking if it went off like when he died.
Yeah, because he didn't write 25 in the effect. That's all.
That makes
It's, if it's a permanent effect, that's fine. It doesn't go off, which is what it's looking like it is on the shield. So that's fine. But you should still put the 25 so we know how much reduction it's giving.
Am I in his engagement range?
You're not in the Lich's engagement range. You're in Nibble's engagement range.
Okay. So I need to move up and down, or up or down, to be in engagement range, right?
With the Lich, yes.
Karnan, are we gonna try to take this off, or am I just gonna be wasting my action economy if I try to take these off?
What is this, Kupo?
But the only
What are you referring
like
to?
he has the SOS, the one we talked about.
Oh, I see,
My
Kupo.
Pomponif one.
We're not going to be able to take it off this round, Kupo. Like in time. I could contribute 1 dispel next round. But I think me and Karos are just gonna try and
Okay, that's
burn through
perfectly
it.
fine. I'm just not gonna use my action economy for that if that's what we're doing. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that makes sense, Kupo.
Okay. Bye.
I think we're gonna try and
End of the
end
round
the fight
triggers.
faster.
Karos, you suffered 200 damage.
Timmy.
Do you have any damage reduction? I need to apply it manually.
It's
37.
not to dark or anything. Oh,
No,
37?
you have 37 from Nibble.
Yes, true. Nibble gave me a shield thingy.
Am I hearing 20 or 37?
37.
33. The one like the plant, but with the H.
163 damage. All right.
Get burned.
That took me far too long to figure out.
163 damage. You're still afflicted by the. Nope, it expires.
My god.
You were successfully damaged by this thing. Isn't there an ailment that comes with this?
I think I get dissolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The mechanic has resolved after the dissolve. All right. And now.
Oh wait, Karos, heal yourself for 35 because of the shield.
I already got a shield on, so I'm fine.
Okay.
Karnan, you should suffer damage because oh, you already did.
I did bio and I did stop.
Okay, then we're good.
Let's pay the
Hey, the mana.
Okay.
46.
It's now the
both
Lich
times?
Vizier's turn. As soon as the Lich Vizier's turn begins, the Lich Vizier has accumulated enough energy throughout the battle and will activate a limit break at the end of round 3.
Oh boy, Kupo. It's really all or nothing.
I could get rid of it.
I thought we were going to damage dump. Don't you take that away from damage if you do?
Indeed. Yeah, I'll do less damage.
It's up to you guys.
Well, Kupo, let's depending on what he casts for his actions, we might be able to determine what the limit break does.
Two of us are gonna get hit by his.
What is the voice I hear?
I would tell you, my friend, but I feel like if I utter his name, he's gonna get stronger. So I just rather not pull his attention. He's just think of it like nothingness had a, consciousness. That
The
would be.
Lich- will look up to the veil as you speak.
Will he hear us beyond your magic?
I think, if anything, that is maybe a temporary solution, but I think it's protecting for now.
It is not sustainable, is it?
Not forever, I'm afraid.
I can only hold it for so long.
So you will have to surrender me to the night then.
We will return you to rest. Yes.
The Lich will stare just kind of thoughtfully up at the veil.
Zodiac.
Yes.
The ferryman's bargain.
It seems expired in a sense.
Is he who leads you?
Ferryman?
The ferryman.
I wouldn't say he leads us necessarily.
No, he's passed away.
We were able to save him from the clutches, but unfortunately not with his life.
It was always foretold by our astrologers that the ferryman would hold back the night.
He did, for countless centuries upon centuries upon centuries.
His daughter, she helped us.
We are children of Etro.
So maybe the ferryman will destroy the night.
If we destroy him, we do so in his legacy. Yes.
Agreed.
Then there's something important you must know.
What is it?
As he begins to tell you, he'll become enraged again and trigger his next mechanics.
My pen and paper back down.
That's pretty funny. Okay. The Lich Vizier will activate Void Missile. Firing it at Karos.
Rude.
You are afflicted with blind and silence.
I'm immune to silence.
You are immune to silence.
The blind is bad, though. It means I can't hit him with my axe.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Or your axe-based abilities.
Yep.
How important
Next.
is that to you?
Phantom Blast.
It's less damage.
Do you want it gone, or do you want me to heal everybody for a little bit more, like 60 or so more?
Question.
Phantom Blast triggers and targets Karos.
It would buff my damage by quite a chunk. Like, we're talking an extra 100 damage, bro.
Okay. As like Keras is blindly like feeling his way. I'm like peeking through these
Ooh.
like
I have dissolve though, so it'll eat the dissolve first.
I
Oh,
get
he has haste. I have to trigger 2 pressure mechanics.
hold
Yep.
on.
Oof. So it might not even be doable.
Okay. You may cleanse stack of a single ailment. I thought I'd choose.
Dissolve. Wait, if you try to cleanse an ailment, dissolve cleanses itself instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, don't you have anything to get rid of dissolve? But that's gonna take off your bonus action. That's gonna
Probably.
lessen your damage as well. God damn it.
Yeah, it's better if I have all my actions to go full DPS.
Okay. The Lich will activate Shadow Quake.
Are you gonna be able to move out of that,
Shadow
Benjamin?
Quake. And
Let me see. Yeah, I can move out of it.
Dread Schism.
Ooh, new one.
That one sounds spooky.
It does.
Dread Schism. There's no indicator for Dread Schism, I don't think. Nope. It's just he activates Dread Schism. And done.
Can we get a roll for Dread Schism?
I mean, I might as well
Karna
get
could just
like a...
Karna could just identify with Libra, so that's the only one that's new.
Yeah. Well, are we gonna use it on the LB?
No, we're trying to kill
I'll
on this turn now.
I know, but we should know just in case. Oh, fine. I'll use Auto Libra on the Dread Schism, and then if Lumi can roll on the LB.
There you go. That'll be the indicator for Dread Schism. Giant meteor.
Yeah, Kupal. Why is it looking at me?
It's not looking at anyone. It's just an indicator.
I can't see like this part of the island. I can't see. It's like cut off for me.
Dear God.
It's a little weird.
Is that a flower?
There you go.
Still looking at me,
I can
Kupal.
see it now. What does Dread Schism do?
Oh, bestiary research Dread Schism. At the end of the current round, deal 200 dark damage to all enemies within 100 feet of your current position, the Lich's current position, and all enemies not within 25 feet of another enemy, one other enemy. If more than two enemies are within 25 feet of each other, this mechanic will still deal damage to them. Any enemy that is targeted with damage by this mechanic at the end of the round in which it triggers will be afflicted with heavy 1.
Kill it with fire, please.
I can position to soak one of these things, Kupal. Just in case we don't get through this.
How's your bonus action? Does it do an do?
You talking to me, Kupal? Who's
Yeah.
you?
If you bonus action to me with an eye cleansing thing, where is it? Do I have those?
I don't have another one, Kupal. If you need to be cleansed, I can cleanse you with an action, Kupal.
I would rather it be a bonus action, so you have your action to damage.
That's not an option, Kupal. Unless you have one on you.
Well, that I asked for if you wanted me to multiple times. I can't anymore. I reacted.
Yeah, it's fine, Kupal. It's fine. I'll just use it with an action because I have to use an action to do that because you're too far away, Kupal. So
I do have them. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But I had dissolve. I need 2 of them used on me since he healed.
What?
My rolls for the limit break. He
Nice.
he Libra'd the schism.
Oh, I thought Lumia's roll was for the schism.
It doesn't really matter. It's you can
We'll
still
just
use
leave
Libra
it-
for the
leave it
limit
on
break.
The limit break is. What was your result for your?
It's auto Libra. Oh, for his. Sorry.
38 bestiary.
Which is fine. All right, limit break. Hellbiter. Deal 100 internal dark damage to all enemies and apply zombie 1 to them.
Not good.
It's not good.
Yikes.
No.
Limit break on the 5th round is called the 7th circle. It's death damage to everyone.
Yeah, I know. Figured
Okay,
that one.
Kupo, so what am I doing here, Kupo?
Damage?
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, I say just glass cannon this.
Yeah, but I need to, like, Karos needs to be cleansed or he can't do anything, right?
No, I'm fine.
He-
I can use
He's
magic.
fine. He's fine. He's
Yeah.
fine.
I just can't. My hasted action is wasted.
It's-
Blind affects spells too, Kupo.
No, this darkness affects spells.
Blind effect spells, Kupo.
Blind affects
Does?
all hit
God.
rolls.
Damn it.
Fucking Christ.
It has for a very long time. So I'm cleansing you
Thinking.
then, right, Kupo?
Well, I can.
Protected weapon attacks, spells, and abilities will automatically miss. Yes, he's right.
I can cleanse. It's a ailment, right? I can cleanse that.
Yeah, then the 2 of you could do it, and I can hold it with my vigilance.
Okay, so I am using an action to cleanse you.
No, I can cleanse him.
Yeah.
Of both?
No, just Karnan, just use your stuff for yourself. I will. If he has vigilance, then it's fine. He can just use everything on my turn.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we have enough actions to get it done. That's
Yeah,
all, Kupo.
between Nibble and I, we will cleanse him completely. Yes.
Okay, Kupo.
Don't let him go down to the king.
Good.
Don't let him go down to the tank mechanic, Kupo.
Well,
Nibble's got a
I'm just gonna
howl out for this one. Yeah.
howl ground it. I'm using a dry ether.
Dry ether, hollowed
Okay.
ground, and imbue light. Or imbue, what is it? Truth? Purity? Purity.
You're still inside Shadowquake, Karnan.
I think he wants to be.
Yes, I want to be Kupo.
Okay.
Okay, so I will be casting
Karos, how close can you get
Hysteria.
to like here?
And go there.
Perfect.
Consuming 1 of my crystal casts to reduce the mana cost by 10.
Yeah, I can get there.
I recognize his music. Never realized how much violin was in this was in the song.
Mm. 21. Nice, Kupo.
Karnan is casting Wormrake.
Damn.
Magic reduced by, or cost reduced by 21 due to a consumption of crystal cast.
Oh, yeah. Or heat replies.
So it's 9 mana.
Normally 30 mana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Y'all gonna let him speak before he dies, by the way?
Of course. We're not
Yeah.
animals.
We've been talking to him the whole time.
Alright, Kubo, your turn.
I'm gonna let auto haste fizzle. By move there. Hold my action, bonus action. 4 damage when I am cleansed.
All right. I'm gonna move all the way here with natural movement and Ocean's Heart. And
You can just use a bonus action if you want to eye drop me. If you want to save your action for something.
what, me?
Yeah, you're in melee with me. You can just borrow an archer from me. That'll get one of the ticks off.
Instead of having to use imbue truth or purity.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, I'll use that as a bonus.
1 down. So dissolve disappears.
And then oh, that's perfect then.
Did you remove it from your inventory?
Yeah.
Dissolve is gone.
All right, we're gonna do where is it? There you are.
My room rake damage roll was shit.
It was. I felt bad.
God.
Happens.
On the bright side, it didn't cost you a lot, so.
Sure. It's a lot of ones.
All right,
Three
so
more
it's
damage
bonus,
to the
that was
Firaga.
action,
And you spent 1 mana less than a Firaga.
and then reaction for the mechanic. Yep, I'm done.
All right.
Hit me, but not actually.
What is that sound?
Me.
He's like,
You don't like it?
It's got like a fucking like pop at the end
Does
that
it?
is that hurts my ears.
Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know what. I couldn't put my finger on what it was, but there's something about it that's very like difficult to hear,
Which
which is a shame because it's kind of like a cute little like sound, but there's something about it that's like
Wyvern Drift.
I
You ended your turn, which means the tank mechanic triggers.
Yeah, I used hologram for it.
Hollow ground means it is completely negated, and the focusing arrow is gone. Tank mechanic has resolved.
I consume an eye drop.
for me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm in your
Everyone in
engagement.
the encounter is afflicted with decay.
Why? Oh, it's resolved and done no damage. Damn.
1 damage. 2.
Whenever you guys perform a bonus action or an action or a reaction, make sure you damage yourself for decay.
Reacting.
That said, he did prevent 800 damage. I still think it was worth it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the creates.
Karos, damage yourself.
I will.
While he's doing that, I will heal him a little bit just so he doesn't die to his own freaking damage.
Damage.
You guys removed blind.
Yes.
Go again.
You can do it, Cass. Kupo.
Boom. Baba Booey. That's crit as well. We're spending a ton of mana. We're just burning through it. It's class. Even with 25? God damn. I rolled shit. No, that wasn't a crit. Fuck. I got a damage for 5d12.
Just roll a 5d12.
That's,
That. Yeah.
that makes more sense. Thank you, Steph. And then we're gonna Hellfire Slash for 6, so it's 96. One more.
Jesus.
God damn.
Hold on. A moment.
Hellfire slash.
Need to find this.
Oh shit.
Pop my limit break.
Karos is trying to carry you guys. Rippling firebolt.
All right. He's gonna take burn damage, so maybe that'll finish him off. Who knows?
Wouldn't be the first time.
He takes
End of the round triggers.
I think
Karnan is being hit by Quake. Karnan, you are being hit by Shadow Quake. 200 damage.
Oh, too slow, Kupo.
Shadow Quake applies 3 instances of decay, Kupo. So
Yeah, Kupo.
you have 4 instances of decay on you.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to apply.
Shadow Quake has resolved.
Since he got to do his, I'm doing mine. Blah. Ah, motherfucker, he must be so close.
Next thing that resolves is Dread Schism. Not one person on your team is in position, so 200 damage to the entire enemy team. With everyone being afflicted with heavy.
Oof.
Do you have any damage reduction, Nibble? 'Cause if you do, now's the time to apply it before I knock you
yeah.
out.
I had where's it? Jesus, where is it?
You've dampened 25 at least.
You have at least dampen 25.
There we go. Inner spirit.
You have Inner Spirit.
That's not
Yep.
gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Do you have,
Thought
a,
about-
do you have an action to heal or anything?
Nope. I
Exceeds
have no
by
action.
3. He falls unconscious and loses all his beneficial effects, including Inner Spirit.
Yep.
I already applied that, so you all have heavy on you. All right, the mechanic has resolved. Have I forgotten anything? No.
One last thing that happens is this.
I feel my life force fading away.
That's the wrong one.
Are you falling to his voice, or are you leaving us?
Your pretty curtain has drowned the voices out.
At least we
And
did.
now I feel the embrace. I feel the embrace of the great serpent of Vafiakis.
Great.
There's something I wanted to tell you. Something that is important.
You said
I'm
that there was something that children of Etro should know.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Thank you, Keras.
Descendants of the ferryman.
Our grandfather.
The birthing scale. The birthing stone. It came on the back of an invader. One that traveled from a distant world.
A great worm.
It was hidden by the ferryman. Perhaps it could be of use.
Was it hidden somewhere Ferryman considered safe? Perhaps a place away from the jewels?
The Lich will once again attack.
I think it's in Valhalla, goddammit.
He's like, it's a Valhalla, goddammit, I know it is.
Oh, I forgot. I need to do this.
Can you spend mana? Keras?
Yeah, I can spend mana.
All right. Putrid Missile, Karnan.
Oh boy, Kupo.
Have you been bioing and sapping yourself, by the way?
Yeah, that's what I just did. I nearly forgot, but I just remembered.
Okay. A D4, please. Libra would be Savage Guard.
Oh
gone.
no, Kupo.
Yeah, but you'll still eat this with
It'll
Savage.
block.
Sap.
Yeah, it'll block this
Sap.
hit.
There's no hit on Putrid Missile. It does no damage. Only Void Missile
Oh,
deals
okay.
damage.
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't damage with Putrid Missile last time. I just applied the effects and dispelled.
I was at the sink.
Yeah, okay.
The dispel, the bios, the saps. 4 saps, 4 bios. Phantom Pulse. As a frontline mechanic, Phantom Pulse is triggered and targets Nibble.
Uh-oh.
Nibble's unconscious.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. Phantom Pulse deals 4 instances of damage, giving him 4 different death saves.
No,
So.
Keras can pick him up and move him towards me, and I can pick him up with my reaction. It's okay.
He's already a 2 out of 3, isn't he?
Imagine losing Nibble.
I'm gonna use a
Here.
Phoenix now. I'm gonna use a Phoenix now, not my thing.
Can you imagine how bad Depala would feel?
I guess I'm at 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a Phoenix down. It's okay.
Then he goes to 1.
The Lich will use Cursed Shriek. Tether.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna use a Phoenix. I'm not gonna use a Phoenix down on you, Nibble. You're not
And
some.
for his second answer, for his second mechanic, the Lich will activate Necro Surge.
Wait. Oh, you know what? It's fine. Let it go off on me. I have indestructible Rainbow Heart. I can't take damage while I'm unconscious.
Me too.
Let's
Karnan,
go.
you are afflicted. And Karos, you are afflicted with Necro Surge.
Can you guys just kill it with fire, please?
I'm not gonna use
Turn,
fire,
Karnan.
Kubo.
Fine. Let's find out what these things do.
Uh,
Find the one that's connected to us, so we don't kill each other by accident.
I'll use Auto Libra on
I
Necro
think-
Surge.
Necro Surge. Target 2 enemies and fire a ray of dark energy into them at the end of the current round. This ray will deal damage to them equal to 2 times their distance in feet from the Lich. If the enemies are engaged with the Lich, they will suffer no damage. Enemies not in engagement range of the Lich at the time of this mechanic resolution will be afflicted with a separate instance of fever. This includes those who are not tethered.
See, the problem is, I think the green arrows we have, Karnan, are the exact opposite of this.
yeah, probably Kubo.
Just-
I don't think
just-
it changes what I'm gonna do, but
A gift from the DM. Cursed Shriek. Soft tether yourself to 2 enemies in the current encounter. These tethers will be transferred to enemies that walk through them, and to enemies that walk through them while having no tether. At the end of the round, detonate and deal 500 dark damage to tethered enemies, reduced by 10% of their initiative rating. Furthermore, enemies within 100 feet of your position at the time of detonation will also be afflicted with Confusion 3, which is the ailment applied to enemies that successfully suffer damage from this mechanic.
Hey, that last half again. Then end of round, deal 500 dark damage minus 10%.
10% of their initiative rating, which means you can reduce it to 0. But furthermore, all enemies within 100 feet of him at the time that he detonates Curse Shriek will be afflicted with Augmented Confusion 3.
I'm good where I am, really, Kubo. For both.
No.
And 100 feet
You're
of
getting
Lich.
afflicted with Augmented Confusion 3 where you are.
Because you're within 100 feet of the Lich.
Yeah, you're not taking any damage though.
Yeah, maybe I didn't understand that then.
Well, why don't we just kill the leech and then?
Yeah, that's my plan, Kubo. So here's the thing. I've got to use a bonus action to restore my mana, and then action for damage, and then I can react for damage. However, Kubo, I have 4 stacks of decay on me. So I might die, Kubo.
363 health?
What's
do
your
2
bonus
actions.
action?
He's gonna use it to get mana.
I need an ether, Kubo.
Yeah.
So what I'll probably just do is I'll
I-
do as much as I,
I have
can.
One
and
question before we do anything else. Hold on, just a second, please, everyone. Nibble kicks him in the feet again. What did you say?
Unconscious doesn't move.
Hey, Karos, what did he say about he doesn't care if I raise him or not? Was that a real thing?
I don't know. I think the Rainbow Heart would still fuck him up.
Okay, well, I don't take damage while unconscious because of Rainbow Heart, so I wouldn't get the death saving throws. But I am at 2, so if it's my turn, I do have to roll. So there's a potential I fail the roll and die.
Okay, do you guys want me to? I'm gonna.
Revenge for Kutzal?
I wasn't gonna say it, but.
Revenge for Kutzal is what I say.
I mean, I could get rid of decay if Karos would be willing to pick up Nibble instead.
It's usually
Oh.
Neil that says I've done the math, he has to die.
I could. I can't do as much damage, but I could.
Yeah,
I just don't want to
I don't
die.
think this really changes what I'm doing.
Okay, do you want me
So
to remove decay or not? Is what I'm asking, because if I need to do that before you start doing stuff.
I
So-
see, Kupo. Up to you. It's your decision.
If Keras can pick up Nibble before his turn, I can do that. That's what I'm asking, Keras. But if he thinks his bonus action is too important, then fuck that. Keras can move Nibble towards me and I can res him.
Nibble's not free ride while he's unconscious, is he?
Yeah, of
He's
course I
a
am.
dead mouse. Just move him.
Or it comes from his race and his size. I don't see why he would lose that just because he's unconscious.
You are a giant monster metal man. Just grab the mouse, put him towards me.
Steph.
What?
Can I kick Nibble to him without having to use an action or bonus action?
He has free ride. You're massive. I'll let you do it for a free action, sure. Wait, kick Nibble to who?
No, to me.
I'll put him right.
Right next to
You
each other.
you can't kick him in that direction.
I'll just put him right there.
He just because they were in engagement range. He's just gonna pick him up and give him to me.
Yeah.
He's not kicking anybody. No kicking.
He's saying, I just kick
Okay,
the
sure.
shit out of him.
We'll let him drag him over.
Thanks.
Karis is
I'm gonna-
over there like, I heard he can't take damage while he's downed.
You know what?
Stab.
You know what? How much health do you want, my friend Nibble? This abuse you got suffered over here, huh? Do you want 50 health or do you want more health than 50? Would it matter if you had more health? Is what I'm asking you.
Good question. I'm getting hit 4 instances.
Okay, I don't care doing it. Using a Phoenix Blood,
Ooh.
going down to 0, healing him for 250, and changing his health. I'm healing him by 250.
Okay, can I do my thing now, Kupo?
Yeah, you're gonna just take damage.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna do as much as I can, and then if you can heal me, go for it. If you can't, then we'll just kind of get where we get. Okay, so first things first.
Remove death save, Nibble.
Yep, I did.
Oh, it hurts, Kupo.
Mm-hmm.
Dry ether to restore mana.
That was for the res.
Then custom effects.
Ow.
Look at those rolls. They're always devastating.
He has 105 health left, by the way.
You can't afford to roll like that again.
I know, Kupo.
Held you?
Crystal cast. Mana cost reduction of 18 on Hysteria.
Ah, crap, Kupo. Alright, diffused. Boring.
So that's just a normal miss.
Hey.
Got him,
Oh.
Kupo.
Thank God.
Sheesh. Sweating all.
All right. The party has successfully defeated the Lich.
Go rest, my friend. Don't be fallen to this abyss and be controlled beyond your life. Go back to the empire that you once were part of and find your friends long lost to you. Etro's children will save this world.
I can't remember the name of my kingdom. Do any of you know?
Just go to the Temple of Bigrum, and then you will find your kingdom.
Since my sister's from Avalon, would I know if we're talking about any old kingdoms that used to exist?
Your sister? Let's roll disadvantage on history.
I mean, I'm from here.
How about you roll advantage?
Mm, how old is Benjamin?
He's a dwarf, and
About 300 years, assuming you're at the late end of your life.
look at his face.
No advantage, but I'll buffer it.
History?
Yep.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I only have a 7, but
Would if that's not high enough, would Karnan's time in studying in the Opal Tower, would he have come across information about Nova at all, or would most of that have
It's-
been lost?
It is possible, but it would be a disadvantaged roll in this case, considering the Opal Tower is Crystalis based. But you could try it for sure.
What's your history at?
Oh, it's probably terrible, actually.
Mine's
It's, yeah, mine's terrible.
Roll it. 30.
I'm afraid you don't recall. The nation has always been occupied by factions and tribes of dragoons. It has always been called Avalon or the Avalonian Wilderness. That you can remember. Any stories of old civilizations or kingdoms here were toppled when the ferryman went on his crusade to destroy Nova.
could Kuchulain remember?
Cuchulainn is still dormant.
He's probably got to recover.
I told you Cuchulainn would be inaccessible for a bit, so I'm gonna. This is the first session since then, so we'll say he's dormant for sure.
I'll say I only know these lands as Avalon. I don't know anything else. Sorry.
And then
would
the
would
Lich will
Yojimbo
nod.
know? I'm not sure, like how or where the timeline of the war would line up, whether Yojimbo would know or not, or if that's before.
Yojimbo originally was born on Nova. You could try it.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Before he migrated from Mariko to escape persecution from Luxarian.
Mm-hmm. Yojimbo Kupo, do you know of the land he speaks of, Kupo? Have you heard tales of peoples and warriors from what is now the Avalonian Wilderness, Kupo?
ask him about the Bigram's temple. He said the temple was there during that time too.
Apparently, the temple of a being known as Bigram is also present in this land, Kupo. If that helps to jog your memory.
Do you have invaded thoughts?
No, but I can pray to the faithful amount.
Go ahead. All right. Manifesting from fireflies, the samurai stands silently As soon as he manifests, he will kneel and place a flattened palm in front of his forehead. And you'll just kind of hear him mumble something in another language out of respect. Now I'm going to roll history.
A samurai. Do you hail from Mariko, samurai?
Yojimbo will nod quietly.
You defended us. Your people did, anyway. The last of Mariko were banished. I can't remember. To my home. We stood together as the forest was burnt to the ground. The Guardian. To forget his name. The Guardian finished us off. He had such power, such magic, as we had never witnessed before. Do you remember the name of my kingdom?
Aldarian. The kingdom of shamans, soothsayers, beastmasters. Those who lived among the wilds. Lost and forgotten to time.
The lights inside the Lich's head will just kind of illuminate, hopefully, for a moment.
Aldarian. How I miss it so.
Oh, I would have loved to see it as a shaman.
Pyreflies will start to rise out of the Lich as the Lich, Nova flies will start to fly out of the Lich as the Lich is returned to the Nova stream. The Lich will look up at the Warriors of Light.
How could the same man be our would-be savior, whilst simultaneously acting as our executioner? The gods be damned. Men were not meant to wield such power. Protessa, the jewel of Aldarian. I remember it now, samurai. He took it from us. He took it from us. He spoke of a magic from far away. that would be used to power a protector. A machina.
Wow.
Oh shit.
We'll recover it, don't worry.
It is not power everlasting, warrior. It is life. Pure life. Anything that it touched, it restored to its state at birth. Use it. And return Zodiac.
To human.
Mortal.
Holy fuck.
And him.
Chills. God damn.
The Lich, after he's done speaking to the warriors, will turn very quietly to Yojimbo.
Nameless samurai. Thank you.
Yojimbo will move both of his hands very slowly. And as he does so, it'll draw a rune in the air in front of him. It'll force the Lich's body to return to Nova Flies and to be sent directly into the Nova Stream, where it cannot be touched by Zodiark.
Benjamin will bow to the samurai and thank him for helping a fellow, perhaps a shaman, perhaps a beastmaster, but one of the wilds.
I'll give the Lich a Solheim salute. You know, a Solarian knight salute, as it were, as he passes.
The Lich will fade peacefully. One moment.
It makes sense, does it not?
As soon as a voice echoes near the party, Yojimbo will draw his katana and stand very perfectly still. The air will shimmer, revealing some sort of stealthing technology as a figure just kind of stands behind all of you.
Do you have to ruin every moment, Judge?
It is commendable that you saved him. That creature must have slaughtered so many innocent souls, regardless of what he was in another life. And yet you gave him peace. You listened to his confessions and to his mindless rambling.
Everyone deserves peace.
On that, warrior of light, we can agree.
I'm sure in your twisted way, you're gonna say something that's gonna revolt me again.
I am not evil. I am not your enemy.
I never said you were. I'm just, you don't go very naturally, and if you have seen me and understand me, a shaman believes in the naturality of the world.
He'll look at his wrist and push a couple of buttons on it.
I prefer a more practical approach to the world, shaman.
And
But I admire your affinity for the wilds and for nature itself. It makes sense, as I was saying, does it not?
It does.
Has any civilization described the immense power required for a fal'Cie to destroy a planet? What gave the Forger his godlike status? What gave him the power to protect the worlds? Are we to believe that this ferryman, this Bente, was... Was he a god? Or was he merely another being? Another inheritor of power, with no wisdom to wield it? Ironic, though, considering I am an inheritor as well. The irony is not lost on me. I suppose in the end we all do what we must. But now that I know where the Protessa Stone resides, I will retrieve it. And I will save us all.
Or doom us all. Wonder which one it will be. Like I said, I don't see you as an enemy. I think you trying to do the right by you and save us in your own way. I never thought you were an evil guy that wants to use this power to himself. I do think you want to get some glory to yourself, but and your kingdom. Seems like ironies keep finding us. I just found out I'm stepping on a nation of shamans that once were. I lived here, you know, but as a nation of dragoons, not as shamans.
He'll hesitate for a moment before nodding.
Glory. Redemption. Can I ask a personal question? If you don't mind, warriors of light.
At all, I don't know the others.
Go for it.
Were any of you there? That fateful day, in the skies above the Spirit Sea, as the flagship was torn apart all around you, as the world gazed upon the monstrosity that should have been our savior. Do any of you among the warriors, are any of you ones who were there, who fought vain?
No, it wasn't. No.
Before my time, Kubo.
One of the newer warriors, so I don't think so.
It is a shame.
My memory might be a little fuzzy, but pretty sure we crossed swords.
I think you were Rascal at the time.
Was it that long ago?
Yes.
Yes.
But before I started,
This is Rascal.
That's what it was. Master Rascal told me stories about you.
Not him
As
specifically.
you say his name, Rascal, as you say the name Rascal, he'll just kind of tilt his head.
Do you know of Rascal?
Well, yeah, he's my leader. Leader of the Order of Tides. Nibble shows off his coat.
I was but a boy, forced to watch like everyone else. Perhaps I will be given the opportunity to speak with Rascal someday. Speak, mind you.
He'll turn his attention to Benjamin as he says, "Speak."
Not fight, not attack. Speak.
Have you
I
ever?
want to know how they knew. How they knew that the right thing was to kill him. How could anyone know? Through the Lich's musings and mad ramblings, there is one thing that he spoke true. We were not meant to wield this power. None of us. Whether granted by a goddess or by the miracles of lost technology. I gathered all of this from Draclor Labs. So eager was the Emperor to forget Arcadia's sordid history that Draclor Laboratories was packaged and warehoused away. In my dishonor as a member of House Solidor, came upon me to be the manager of such a warehouse. Can you believe that fate works in such ways?
We can.
I will retrieve the Protester Stone. You warriors need not do anything any longer. Thank you for your service and for your efforts. I will handle the rest.
He'll push a button on his armor and salute as he turns and his suit starts to phase away.
I have a feeling we're gonna see you again, buddy. Thank you for the shield thing that you're putting around us, I guess.
It will deactivate tomorrow, same time.
Makes sense.
I thank you for your understanding.
So it's gonna stop me, or does it stop everything? What is this? That I don't want to kill myself.
He
It's a
just fades
prison,
away.
Kupo.
I'll say before he leaves, I'm like, yo, I don't think wanting to save the world is wrong. We might disagree on how we do it, but our intentions are the same. So for that, you have my respect.
Not the enemy after all. For
He's
now.
not- He's not. We just may disagree,
Yeah.
but we don't know on what yet.
That's why I said, yeah, I agree. I can't believe I'm agreeing with a tin can, but yeah.
He'll hesitate for a moment and nod to Karos before he fades away.
What a dick.
All right. One thing, I have another thing to do. You guys, with all your fighting and the pulses of energy going off, it was very easy for someone like Hyo to detect the energy surges.
Oh, for sure.
So
as soon
he
as-
immediately showed up. That said, though, if you guys want to know something cool, if you had failed and lost, he would have helped. Too.
Oh,
Mm.
nice, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
So as
it's
soon
not
as
the end. It's not the end of the world. That said, you are trapped in this Novin bubble. So
as soon as we got teleported here, like that was the first thing popped into my mind. That dude is somewhere around here. I know
this
he
good.
is. He is somewhere around
He
here.
could easily engage you guys right now at your health, and just
Right.
you'd be stuck in another like emperor
Another
situation.
fucking ambush. Like, god damn it.
That said, the character is not motivated that way, not by
Yeah.
revenge.
He just
Yeah.
he wants to do the right thing. It's just maybe he's a little
Never-
bit blind on how he's going to get there. You know, where it's victory at any cost a little. He's a little bit like Styx. Where
You
it's
guys
like,
have to be careful. If he fucks up in any way, he'll deliver a very powerful weapon to Zodiark.
Right.
and I don't think like
And now you guys just found out what the Protesta Stone can do to Zodiark.
yeah, literally we could turn all the primordials back to their original bodies.
Original forms, yep.
Which honestly, not a terrible fucking thing to do.
So the theme of the session was, do mortals deserve this power? Like this whole campaign, there's always been some asshole with too much power. Did any out of all the people who have wielded this power, how many have you actually met that were worthy of it?
Such a
Right.
small amount, like so, like
Um,
Pharos. You know, he's like one of the few I could point out, or like
I
Yojimbo.
I have a big
Faraz was a good
concern.
one. Yojimbo as well. Yes,
Uh,
I agree.
as we are discussing this, I would like to talk to Karnan since he's a blue magic user as well. And I wish I had Blair here too. But hey, so how do you think that clutch of eggs happened without the stone?
I mean, he was saying he was gonna fly us to the Protesta Stone, so maybe he has a way of getting there, or there's some other way. You know.
Well, there's really only two options, Kupo, right? Either with the machina down, right? It's still being harvested, I guess, for lack of a better word, by Torbad? Or am I out of?
You're
Is that
correct.
over with,
I'm
Kupo?
talking
Yeah?
about
That's
the
still happening?
eggs that happened here.
Tor-
I know, but
Torbad
he
thing
said
is
the
still happening.
Torbad is
Yes.
definitely
He
still
said-
doing that.
he said that there's only two things that could cause the eggs to be born, to his knowledge, and that is either the Protesta Stone or hybrid Kupo.
Mhm.
I don't know
Whispering.
what he means by hybrid Kupo, but obviously some sort of entity that can breed with them, Kupo. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
therefore, there's one of two options. Either there is some hybrid being that we don't know of, Kupo, that has recently resurfaced, or the Protesta Stone is not as secure in that machina as people are assuming, Kupo.
I mean, the hybrid theory makes a lot of sense. Do we get a short rest, Rick? Because you're still
Yep. Yep.
cool.
I can activate it. Yeah.
Please do.
And 5 health rolls.
Make sure you add your new armor piece to the import list.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and that reminds me, I need to add my thief health to the thing too.
Half of consumed mana.
As
Plus
the party has all of this to
3.
discuss and to
Four.
contemplate as they figure out how the fuck they're gonna get out of this shield. Assuming you guys just want to rest in the shield. You don't want to just rest in the shield. Because technically the shield is quite impenetrable from the outside too, so you're safe in
We
here.
could take a long rest right now and
You could
cleanse.
take a long rest, yes.
We
Um,
need it probably to take a long rest.
So is this shield impenetrable specifically to our
It's just a
genetic
very
makeup?
powerful shield. You don't seem to see any anchor points. It just appeared, like manifested, and which is very confusing. But he did admit that the power that he controls is like very advanced machina technology that was being developed in Draclor Labs before it shut down.
I mean, it kind of seems like it's the same energy as Ophiuchus a little bit. I think he's got. I think Dracula, the laboratories, found a way to harness Ophiuchus's energy, and that's why he's able to like fuck with dragons and control them a little bit.
That's actually very curious. You remember what he did to Bahamut, Dr. Sidolphus Bonanza?
Yeah, he like controlled him, right? Like, or
Yeah,
didn't he
he
study
turned
him?
him into Bahamut Fury. Yeah, he turned him into a weapon.
100%. The weapon that Hyo is using is like an ascendant weapon like we have, but it's primordial energy based. So that lets him control dragons to some extent.
So, as the party contemplates all this, I do have to say something. Something very big and something very scary. Okay. In the moments after Hyo fades away and the party is left safe inside their little bubble, an ear-shattering vibration will just kind of shudder throughout the entire platform and ripple across the water. As the vibration occurs, and it's almost like a huge earthquake, like a seismic event occurs. The party will look up to the heavens, and streaked across the night sky will be one singular crack,
Fuck.
just kind of splitting the sky in half and glowing with this like white marble energy that just kind of seeps into the cosmos as the draconic barrier, just its energy just kind of very slowly just kind of starts to seep. The barrier is still up. It is still erected. It is still protecting everyone. There is no increase in zodiac radiation on either world, but there is one singular massive fracture just throughout the just splitting the sky in half.
Like something he can attack at, basically.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And with that, we're coming upon 11 o'clock, so we'll probably call it for now.
Okay.
Send me your votes for MVP.
Would you be opposed to us talking to Tsukiyomi after a long rest?
No, I would not, to be honest.
Let's do it. I'll pop
From
a tent.
inside this barrier?
Yeah, we'll pop a tent and then take a little rest. And wait for it to become nighttime. And then we'll see if we can call her.
It is nighttime.
Yeah.
I'll call her right now. Yep.
I have to figure out if you can even. I'm missing a vote.
Sorry.
Technically 2 votes.
This all suck.
Savande? Oh, you already voted. Okay. It is nighttime. The moon is in the sky. Do what you're gonna do, Karos.
I'll call in a loud voice. My lady Tsukiyomi, if you would but grace us with your presence, I need to ask you something.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go up to Karnan and pull the syringe out of his tail. Put it in my pocket.
As you call out to Tsukiyomi, I have to roll something too. Yojimbo will very quietly walk up to the barrier and using the hilt of his katana will just tap on it. As he taps on it, at the position where he tapped, the barrier will just kind of zap for a moment, and Yojimbo will recoil slightly. And then he'll just use his knuckle and tap on it again. And as he does, it zaps again, and he seems to be more used to the energy surge.
How does he power this?
I have a theory it's Ophiuchus's energy.
Ophiuchus is a hostage.
Yeah, but the Draclor had it before Ophiuchus was, when Ophiuchus was even sealed.
Artificial energy.
Yeah, it's just the same vein, but it maybe they studied it somehow.
Artificial energy requires a power source.
Yeah, there's probably a power source outside the barrier somewhere, Kupo.
Well, he had incredible cloaking tech too.
Most of this technology would require some sort of anchor.
Oh,
Oh,
A few moments will pass, and Tsukiyomi will just kind of manifest in the moon's light inside the barrier. She'll look around for a moment before centering her eyes on Karos.
I'll bow, my lady.
Hello again, Kupo.
Is this a poor attempt at a trap?
I mean, we're trapped. I don't think you are trapped.
I am trapped.
Yojimbo, as Tsukiyomi claims to be trapped, will look at the barrier and will tap on it again.
a single direction then. If it is capable of disrupting magic, then perhaps someone who has no connection to magic may walk through.
Hmm. Well,
Quick, Nibble, switch to night form.
I will address the barrier after.
Benjamin, my bird friend, I know you don't want to fly through it. Just fly through it. You'll be fine. You don't have magic. Let's try if it works. Just fly. And then Benjamin will pick up the bird and like kind of throw it at the barrier.
Throw it at the barrier! Squawk! As you throw the bird at the barrier, it'll harmlessly fly through it, like whoop, through the barrier and
Hey,
fly around
bird.
outside.
Can you look for a source of power out there for me, please? It should be a mechanical thing. And like this whole time, Benjamin does like hand and arm signals of like various things means nothing, just using his hands this whole time.
The bird will fly around the entire dome, finding nothing, and just kind of flying around in a circle.
Well, the first theory worked. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt Your Highness. Says I'm just a poor shaman.
Why have you called me pyromancer?
I've been looking for. I've been trying to forge a solution. For Zodiac's influence attacking warriors of light that don't have fireflies anymore. And I was wondering if I could ask your insights on how I might protect them like we are protected, like by the primordials.
You wish to forge an adornment?
That was my
An
thought.
enchantment?
Yeah, an adornment of sorts that could maybe change a person's makeup or energy so that they weren't able to be affected by him.
You would require magic born of adaptation.
So I need probably Abaddon's magic.
Or one who follows Abaddon's disciplines.
A blue magic could do it.
Hey!
Blue magic is potent for survival.
Okay.
As for the technique, I could offer a lesson in runic manipulation.
I would love that if you have time for that.
Benjamin will sit down, cross his legs, and like sit there like a little kid, listening.
anyone who wants to learn runic imbuement can sacrifice 10 hours to Tsukiyomi to learn it.
Nice. Runic imbuement?
Mm-hmm.
I have 10 hours. I could give that to that.
Yep,
Runic
I
imbuement.
have it as well. I have
can-
I have 13 hours right now.
I don't.
I can go.
Tsukiyomi will use her magic, and you'll see tendrils of her like moonlight radiation just attack the shield momentarily. She does this for a couple of minutes. The tendrils will just kind of clash against it, and the shield will not give way, and she'll stop.
This is a perversion. The technology designed negates radiation. It is impressive.
Our theory is that Arcadia or Draclor Laboratories was able to make an artificial energy very similar to Ophiuchus's. That's what we think this might be.
Novan radiation alone does not create an effect like this. This is dangerous. And to be wielded by a boy who does not understand the depths of what he uses.
You think this has side effects?
This show is dangerous. Yes, we are all born of radiation, Keras. Our fireflies are magic. He is encased in this energy.
So it's
What it
affecting
must be
him.
doing to him. Unfathomable.
Do you have a sense of its effects?
The samurai will shake his head for a moment as he observes the shield, placing a hand on it.
The longer I interact with it, the more I feel a sickness.
So you think it's killing him?
No. I don't know what it is doing to him. But I know something for sure. The effects of this energy seem to be enhanced and powered by the magic of the one it interacts with. That is curious indeed.
So it interacts with Ophiuchus, right?
I do not sense Ophiuchus in this magic. What I am saying...
Tsukiyomi will interrupt.
What he is trying to explain is the barrier is strengthening itself based on those who interact with it. The more powerful the being, the more powerful the barrier.
Okay. Does that mean it's drawing from our energy?
Yes. It also means that with this, the wielder could destroy a primordial relatively easily.
Fuck.
Perhaps this Hyo wields the power to destroy Zodiac. But will he still be Hyo by the time he reaches it?
He already seems slightly mentally. I mean, he's not evil, but he's possibly not able to see any other choice but his own. It's making him reckless.
Does anyone here have a discipline that does not root itself in magic?
I do.
Yeah, I do, Kupo.
Then we can utilize these disciplines to break free.
Yeah.
Since there are two party members with non-magic disciplines, as soon as the party starts up a session again following this, you guys can use those disciplines to break free.
Makes sense.
For now, congratulations on defeating the Vizier. Congratulations on your new armor piece.
Thank you.
And I'm going to post the MVPs.
Can I ask Tsukiyomi one more question?
Yes.
Tsukiyomi, do you think Spiritus has asked me to deal with Abaddon, and getting there is going to be extremely difficult. We don't have anyone who can teleport in our party. Do you think you could do it?
Tsukiyomi will think for a moment. That is the wrong button.
I do not possess the strength to transport you. But my sister... I would be surprised if Nova's atmosphere was powerful enough to slow her. I suggest contacting Amaterasu.
I don't think
She will surely transport you.
I don't think I've spoken with her since Star fucked up.
That is all right. Amaterasu has spoken to Star since. She is no longer angry. Only mournful.
That makes sense. Thank you, Tsukiyomi.
When you are ready, contact her. She will bring you.
That's good. It's one area down. Thank you.
I can also suggest something else.
What is
Though
it?
Abaddon fights Erebus, perhaps one of Abaddon's creations could transport you. If you have the power to communicate, Abaddon would probably transport you. It is, after all, in its best interest.
Well, I think Karnan can do that intrinsically.
I have,
Tsukiyomi. Whoop. Yes, Karnan?
I do have Abaddon's blessing to travel within his tunnels, Kupo.
Then that will suffice as well.
As she says that, she'll look around for a moment. You'll see the wolf visibly shrug and then just lay down and fall asleep.
I guess we're
She'll
taking
lay down her head and she'll just kind of close her eyes and take a nap. While Yojimbo continues to circle very calmly and look for weak spots by tapping his hilt into the shield.
Nice.
Okay. Now we're good.
Yeah, we got a path forward.
several paths forward, and from the big crack in the sky, you're running out of
Time
time.
is running short. I feel like the Bertessa stone would be good at fixing the barrier, but also potentially confronting Zodiac.
Let me like there's a bunch of ways, right? But if you're going to face Zodiac, would you rather fight Zodiac or Lunarian Erebus?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's
I-
like the difference. Even if
Not even-
Lunarian Erebus is terrifying, right, by himself, because it is still pretty terrifying. But it's like it's almost like Mountain Hill. Like
Yeah.
it's like this huge peak, and then there's like this tiny little hill in front of it, you know. So
So we have to go to the world in between, stop Hyo, probably Torbad, and defeat.
probably Torbad. Why Torbad?
I think Torbad's probably getting fucked with in some way, or imagine, or maybe Hyo and Torbad are fighting. Who knows?
Torbad is fine. He's a warrior of light. And he's been in Valhalla this whole time, which means he hasn't really been exposed to Zodiac. So no, Torbad is not controlled.
Okay, that's good.
That being said, he's probably not going to give up the Pertessa stone without, at the very least, us being very convincing.
Yeah,
True.
of course.
That said, that could be said for when Hyo shows up and demands for the Pertessa stone.
True.
Yeah,
Torbad's
Torbad's like,
not
fuck
really a pushover.
Torbad will be like, fuck off. No, like, no way. So they'll have to fight, guaranteed. And then Hyo is gonna like he's poisoning himself. It seems like maybe it's having a mental effect.
You guys could try to research Sidolphus's stuff. The Warriors of Light would have access to everything that they took when the war ended. So, or you could contact Larsa and just be like, "Hey, send me a fucking copy of all of Hyo's, or not Hyo, fucking Sidolphus Bonanza's research."
I mean, I'll do that anyways, just because we'd be like, hey, Judge Hyo's a problem.
Just keep in mind too, this is just like basic stuff too. Like when you guys were fighting in the Imperial War, did Sidolphus use any of this technology?
No.
So if it's so powerful, why did Sidolphus deem it too dangerous or not effective or too risky or whatever the hell the reason he didn't use it? Why was Sidolphus not using it? There had to be a reason, right?
Like it must affect mental capabilities because that's what he cared about more than anything. So
It's true. If you went crazy and lost all your knowledge and become some raving lunatic, then Sidolphus would have been like, "Fuck that! I'm not doing that."
it's not worth it. The dead end.
Ironically, he was a raving lunatic. But
And he wouldn't have trusted. He must have seen it as being strong enough that he wouldn't, even if the person, if someone other than himself used it,
Yeah, like they would gain the
head
power,
subject,
but
he
then lose
wouldn't.
themselves.
Yeah, and he obviously didn't think they had the strength to control whatever being, right? Because he could just use a proxy, and then if he thought he could control the proxy, even if it went crazy, that they'd be able to subdue it and regain the technology from it. Obviously, he thought the technology was too strong
Hyo just seems
for
to
them
me
to
like
subdue it.
a naive kid who wants to redeem the Solidor. Like he's got a chip on his shoulder, wants to redeem the Solidor name more than anything, and he wants to be the hero. That his father. I assume it's his dad or someone related to him.
Devane?
Yeah, that like his family never was, or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like I don't, but he does not seem like a bad person. But this, he just goes about things in like a shitty way. He chooses the easy route, but like the one that he's the most sure will succeed. That's how it feels with him, regardless of the cost that it'll take.
Well, that was a good session. You guys did well.
That boss was tough.
That I feel like
You feel like
I feel like that was one of those fights where the variance on the heavy was a little bit more